We are here, the return of the Eldar, and we're happy to see them. That means the Farseer is in the house, fighting Space Marines. We are in...
Back.
We're in Altar of War, and what has happened is there are 3 objectives on the table. One is going to be under this dice.
Dude, the Altar of War. Just a good name for it.
One is here, and one is at the foot of the bridge. The Eldar deploy on this side of the table. The Marines deploy on this side of the table. The game could end in turn 5, 6, or 7 at the end of the game. Each objective is worth 3 points. And then points for First Blood and Slay the Warlord.
Old school game.
There are old school rules here, these mission rules. And we know how to do knife fighting if you want to, but I don't need to. But this flank attack is a key component to the theme of this mission. And so to observe this, to make it cool, we're going to say the outflank rules for the Eldar are 1 turn earlier than usual. And that'll give you some flexibility should you want it. And that way we can keep the integrity of this mission, although I didn't even read the narrative. We have 10 Rangers, and Amelin's Shadow Guide is in the role of Illig Nightspear.
Yeah.
10 dire.
Cooler than her rules are.
10 dire Avengers. 5 dire Avengers.
5 dire Avengers, 5 dire Avengers, 5 dire Avengers.
Oh, that's even worse.
Sorry. Eldrad, 2 Warlocks, 5 Banshees. The Death Jester with the Fate's Messenger enhancement.
Because it's the best.
The Wraith Lord and the Falcon.
I can't but notice you only have 2 Warlocks in the Warlock Conclave.
Well, because I wanted to bring 1 more unit of Dire Avengers. Because I knew that I was fighting Space Marines, so I tailored it a little bit.
And Dire Avengers kill Space Marines.
But you also got 5 Terminators, so I'm not totally...
I don't bring Terminators to win, I bring Terminators because they're cool. 5 Terminators, Vindicator, Las Cannon Devastators, Plas Cannon Devastators, 10 TAC Marines, 10 TAC Marines, Chief Apothecary McIntyre, who has Artificer Armor. We must deploy. The Eldar deploy first. Get on it, Eldar.
Entirely?
Yes.
Gosh, this really is an old school mission.
Deployment. Players should roll off for Warlord traits, but that's not a thing anymore.
It's not.
Eldar player deploys first, anywhere in their deployment zone, more than 9 inches away from the center line of the table. And then the enemy player does likewise. So deployment is happening now. All right, the game is set, and all of a sudden I'm into it, our old school game. I have an objective here, an objective on that side of the bridge, an objective here. They are scored at the end of the game, turn 5, 6, or 7. The Eldar go first unless I seize. The Eldar are this unbelievably good unit of Rangers, the Wraith Lord, the Command Squad with Eldrad and the Warlocks, 5 dire Avengers, and is that a Death Jester over there?
Yeah, he's hiding.
Yeah, he's hiding. I didn't even see him go down. The Space Marines guarding this objective have Rimshot Squad on the rock, Vindicator, TAC Squad, Devastators in the woods with McIntyre, Devastators in the woods, TAC Squad, another TAC Squad, Terminators in space, and then the Falcon full of Banshees and 2 units of Dire Avengers and outflanking, because we're treating it as being a turn early. They have the right to come in on my table edge turn 1 should they choose to. So
I think I have to be out of your deployment zone.
We'll look at that in a second. We don't use the outflank rules, you and I, very much. Now, do I want to seize? I do. I very much want to seize. But I roll a 1. And so Eldar take the first turn.
Do you want to seize?
I wanted to, but now I have to deal with not having seized at all. I always record the Strands of Fate roll, and then today I was like, no, it's boring. I'm just not going to record it today. And today's the day that the Farseer decided to throw a dice in the box and re-roll. And then he did it again, and then he did it again. And now he has just 6 Strands of Fate, and they're not very good.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, gambler?
I don't know. It was a lot of fun while it lasted.
You going to bet on the fights this week, too? So the Eldar have moved. The Rangers stayed on the bridge. The Wraith Lord came up. The Death Jester came up. Dire Avengers stayed in their cover. These Warlocks spent a Strand of Fate dice and ran to be behind the wall.
Spent the only 6 I had.
And then he kept everything off the table because we're treating the game as a turn earlier. And so in turn 2, they'll be able to come on in my deployment zone. So everybody waited off for a second.
That's part of our fun Altar of War mission.
I love the Altar of War book. We don't use it enough.
It's just a good name, I would say. You want to do some shooting?
I don't want to get shot. Who are you shooting at? Tell me where you're starting.
We're going to start with the Death Jester at the tax squad behind them.
Yeah. I wish this was 30K so you could only kill the one you could see.
So I'm going to treat this one as an unmodified 6. And so that's sustained hits 3, right?
Yes. I've seen this before. That's 9 hits. Death Jester, best unit in your army.
And then I want to strike 6, toughness 4 is 3s. That's devastating. That's devastating. These are wounds. These, I am an elf, which I always forget. And then those are going to be at -1 for 2 damage each.
These are all wounds. There's 7 of them.
Yep, you're a Raven Guard.
I'm not. I went with Gladius.
Oh, you went with the Gladius.
If I was thinking, I would have played Armor and Contempt, but I wasn't thinking, so I need Force. I lose 2 Space Marines. I could re-roll it.
Well, you got 2 that are devastating.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Sorry.
Those go through. See, that's even worse.
I don't like either of those.
No, that's how it happened, though. There were 2 that are dense. I had to pull them out. I had to roll 5 saves. That's what happened. And he just nuked the squad because they're 2 damage each.
They are 2 damage each.
So the Death Jester walks up and manages to bend his bullets behind this rock and murder a squad of tactical Marines outright at the very beginning of the game. Like the first shooting of the game.
Is there first blood?
That's first blood too. Death Jester kills 5 tactical Marines. But this is the Eldar's day. They are lightning striking. And that was absolute brutality. And that's why I hate him. And he has to die. But I won't be able to kill him for a while because I got to get near him. Who is next for you to shoot? The Dire Avengers, are they in range of anybody?
No.
What about this guy here?
He's going to shoot a tank missile at the last cannon Devastators.
Oh, wow.
That's who we can see.
Okay.
Can't really see that tank. He's very well positioned behind that crystal. I'm going to hit you on 4. There's a hit.
Wraith Lord.
I'm strength 10.
I'm defense 4. Or toughness 4.
There is a wound at -2 for d6 damage.
I'm in cover, so -2 is -1. I need a 3. I need a 4. Oh! Roll a 1. Haha, the sergeant takes a wound.
I'm spending my command point.
Oh, you're going to roll a 1 again. Oh, that's the sergeant. Sergeant dies.
Get rid of that command point. Gotta love the command reroll.
All right. Rangers?
These 6 Rangers at the last cannon Devastators.
All right.
4 Rangers and Illic at the Plas Cannon Devastators.
All right, hit me.
Because there's a rock in the middle.
Like somebody placed it there on purpose. Who are you starting
I'm never a huge fan of splitting my fire, but let's go with the last cannon Devastators because we were just shooting at them, right? They already got their heads down. Maybe it'll do them some favors. I want 2s.
4s.
Who can count that? Nice.
This means he got 2 go through.
2 at -1 for 2 damage.
But I'm in cover, so we need 3s. I'm good.
And then the 4 regular guys at the Plas Cannon Devastators. And everything hits. And I want 4s. So there's 1 at -1 for 2 damage.
But I'm in the woods. Oh, I won't count that one. Oh. Ah. There we go.
Ooh.
Well, the first one was...
No, I know.
Yeah, dude.
And then Illic herself.
Illic herself.
Strength 6 wants a 3. There's a wound at -beta. -3 for 3 damage.
-3 turns to -2. I need a 5. And I get it.
Ooh, all right.
That's cool.
The Eldar turn 1.
Is that Eldar turn 1?
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah, I've survived. So losing 5 Marines.
Lost first blood, but...
And you got first blood. And you got 5 Marines from one dude, the first shots of the game. That hurts. That's bad news.
Those are the only guys I killed.
Now it is time to retaliate.
I know, right? You're like, I got this dice box. You roll dice in it. Put all your models in it. And I'm like, let me move these models out of the way so we can use the dice box for dice. Right?
I have some very nice felt for the dice box, and we're going to paint it, and it's going to be groovy.
That's awesome.
But first I got to move. I haven't moved much because I'm fully aware that I will have to counter the Eldar over on this objective and over on this objective. So all I've done is this tank shuffled over so it can look at the Wraith Lord. Rimshot stayed put. The Plas Cannon Devastator stayed put. They are looking at the men on the bridge. The Las Cannons over here stayed put. Their sergeant is dead and they want to avenge him. These men stayed here. We are hiding from those Rangers for the moment. And these men stayed here waiting for the counterattack. And now we have to shoot. We're going to start with the Demolisher Cannon into the Wraith Lord.
Ooh.
It's going to get 8 shots. Into the Wraith Lord, we want 3s. And he's my Oath of Moment target too. Is that right? Yes. Oh, the moment. We've hit him every time. What is his toughness?
His toughness 11.
We're going to win him on 3s. All right, we have put 7 wounds on your Wraith Lord. And those are at AP3 for D6 each.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's great.
No, that was ridiculous.
No, that's heavy tank fire.
Just because I wasn't paying attention for a second? Goodness.
Well, you got to pay attention, man. Things are going down.
My gosh, if I was going to pay attention, you did 7 wounds. I saved 2, 3 of them.
So you got 4 go through?
4 go through. That's too many. Whiff.
5.
He's dead.
He is dead. 15 wounds on the Wraith Lord.
That's brutal.
No, it's he costs more than those tactical Marines, so I guess that's a nice trade.
That was brutal.
But then all these guys are kind of out of range now, except for Rimshot.
I didn't like any of that.
Rimshot cannot shoot at the Death Chester because he's a lone operative. So Rimshot is going to shoot at the men on the bridge. He hits.
I have stealth.
He still hits on that 5. And then he wounds on that 4 with his Las Cannon. And that is AP3 for D6 damage. But you are clearly in cover, so it's AP2.
I have a 5 up pinball.
That he makes, of course. All right. The plasma cannons into the men on the bridge.
What are you killing my Wraith Lords for, man?
Because he was right out in the open, and there was a Demolisher cannon sitting there.
Where else are you going to put him?
You know what happened?
He's got to go kill the Demolisher.
You are too busy being a really, really real boy, and you haven't been obsessed with Warhammer enough lately. And that's what's going on here.
I just forgot about the Demolisher cannon.
You just forgot that the Demolisher cannon is the killiest gun in the game. The Plasma Cannon Devastators into your elves. We are not going to cook. And so
into my elves, be more specific.
The guys on the bridge, sorry. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. So I'll hit them on 4s. So we need to hit them because they're stealth on 4s.
Boo.
Oh, wow, though. Look at all those 3s. See, that saved you 4 hits. But then I'm going to wound you on 2s. 2 wounds at AP3.
I got a 5 up pinball. Oh, I lose 2.
All right. Over here, the 4 remaining Las Cannons. Into the Rangers because there's nobody else to shoot at. They've hit twice because stealth saved 2 hits again.
Who's this now?
The Las Cannons here. Okay. Into the Rangers. 2 wounds on your Rangers. -3 for D6 each.
Don't make these.
All right, 2 more Rangers. These guys can't see anything. These guys can't see anything. And that's it for my shooting. And that's good for me. I'm happy with what just went down. I don't want the Eldar running away with it. They shellacked the Orcs the last time I saw them. But now it is turn 2 where the rest of the Eldar can arrive. All right, the Eldar have moved. The trap is sprung. The Death Jesters come forward. Falcon full of Banshees has landed. Dire Avengers are still hitting back here. Death Jester is forward. The Command Squad has come forward. Rangers have stayed put. Oh, and we got 2 squads of Dire Avengers coming this way. It's hot everywhere. The Space Marines are surrounded. And then Eldrad doomed the Vindicator. And yes, that is what is going on. Tell me about your shooting.
We're going to do some shooting.
Tell me where you're going to start.
Let's start with these 2 Rangers right here. And we're going to shoot at that tack squad.
They are ballers. What about the other guys?
The other 5 and Illic will shoot at, or the other 4 and Illic will shoot at the las cannon guys.
So everything's going over here.
2 hits. Want 4s? But I am re-rolling to wound because Illic is leading my squad.
Did you forget that last time?
Yeah, there's a wound. -1 for 2 damage.
-1. I am not.
I'm rusty.
That's fine. I'm glad you're here. It's fun. I have no cover here, so I need a 4, but I make it.
And then
Everybody else into the las cannons.
this we decided is 4 and Illic. So here's the 4.
It's 3 times.
And I'm an elf, but I still miss. And then I want
4s.
and Illic is leading my squad. And I'd love it if those were devastating, but they're not. They're just precision.
We are in cover here, so we want our 3s. But we still lose 2 men. What? That's not allowed, elf.
And then
That's disgusting elf garbage.
Illic himself says you are hit, and it's a 6, which means heavy precision. Nothing.
But still, you're going to wound me.
But then I'm going to wound
On a 3
you.
because it's strength 6.
Yep. There's a wound at -3 for 3 damage.
-3 is -2, so I need a 5. I don't get it. How many damage? 3?
3.
It's got to be you, brother. I got 1 las cannon left in the squad. Yeah, but that's the Rangers.
Is that the guy who thinks he's Brother Rimshot?
That's the guy that didn't put a scope on his gun.
These 5 Dire Avengers at those 5 TAC Marines
Of
standing right in front of them.
course. Lethal hits. Tactical Marines.
I want 3s.
Oh, that's garbage. Wow.
And then these are misses.
Do you remember way back in the day where those 6s would have been an
I'm an
AP3?
elf. Yeah, that would have been fun. But now I want 4s.
Looks like 7 wounds all day.
And I'm an elf.
Looks like 8 wounds all day. Looks like 9 wounds all day.
9 wins all day.
These elves shot at these men who now need 4s. 1, 2, 3 dead Marines. It's you. It's you. It's you. And oh wait, there's another squad of Eldar right here.
I need the laser pointer.
It's in the blue tub.
I think everybody.
Oh yeah, you're totally right.
Yeah. I just wanted to check though, you know.
Because you never know, that rock's got a weird bend in it.
Yeah, far be it from me to try and cheat.
All right, here we go. These elves into these Marines behind the rock.
Why? 3s.
Oh, what happened to you? They saw their buddies over there and they were busy
Was
watching.
I talking a lot of junk there? What?
And Eldar have to be arrogant. It's in
Those
their
are
nature.
hits. Or those are wounds. These are hits. I'm an elf.
All right, 5 hits.
These I want 4s. I'm an elf.
4 wounds.
4 at -1.
You know,
Gentlemen, what happened?
I'm enjoying the dice box. I take a wound here.
Gentlemen.
So these guys, these are the veterans. These guys are the
These
rookies.
guys it's their first day on the job. It's like, man, I wish I had one more squad of Dire Avengers over there.
Well, you got this squad here in the woods.
That went horrifically wrong.
No, the first squad did great. And then the second squad, those guys are busters.
Yeah.
I'm looking at here, Eldar. And
This is
Space
Eldar and Space Marines. And so the Eldar are surprise attacking the flanks here. And this squad walked on and they went, Daka, 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 and killed 3 Marines here. And then this squad went, Daka, 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 Daka. And one of these guys went, ow, what the? And they're still fine.
Is there somebody behind us?
So these guys, if they want to, they have the option to charge the Space Marines. Probably not the best idea, though.
Probably not the best idea there, right?
But they did neuter this squad. And then also the Rangers took my las cannon team down to a man. And that hurts. And now we have all this shooting over here. And I wonder where the Eldar are going to start.
Well, we're going to start with the Death Jester at Brother Rimshot.
What?
Who does he think he is with his 4 extra wounds standing up there? Or his 4 extra guys that are just wounds, and we know it. Hit. We're going to treat this one as the unmodified 6.
So that is 6 hits.
Which is more reasonable.
It's way better than 9.
We want to wound you strength 6, toughness 4 on 3.
Threes.
And I'm an elf. Oh, but it doesn't matter. So it's going to be 2 devastating, 3 at -1 for 2 damage each.
All right, I am standing behind a little wall. My very favorite piece of terrain.
That's not a wall.
It's not a wall.
I've used it as a wall.
So 2 just go through because they're devastating.
Yep.
And they're -1, but I got a wall. I want 3s. So I lose 3 men because those are more than 1 wound.
They're 2 damage each.
So it's got to be, Brother Hansen, leaving Newman and Rimshot up on the rock alone. Who's next, sir? Look at all my dead men. What?
Yes. Your fragile counterpunch is no match for me. We're going to go to the big gun on the table that needs to avenge my Wraith Lord that died.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
What's going on? Where's he shooting at? The Falcon?
The Falcon's shooting at the Vindicator.
I'm going to put a command point in the bucket, and I'm going to say Armor of Contempt.
Yeah, we saw that coming. That's why I did all of my other shooting first.
I know, I was waiting
I was
for
hoping
it.
to catch you to be like...
It was, you know how much of a child I am.
Because sometimes you're like, Armor of Contempt.
I knew this squad was going to die, and it was hard not to. And then after they died, I wanted to save this squad, but then I ended up not having to. And
So
that was
we had
nice.
to do all of the other shooting first. And I was looking for Eldred.
No, this squad here is going to pay dearly for their folly.
Add 1 to the wound roll. So, we want we'll start with the shuriken cannon.
All right, so Falcon, Indu, Vindicator, Armor of Contempt has been played.
What's the toughness?
The Eldar roll some hits. A Vindicator is toughness 11.
Man. So I've hit you 4 times because stain hits.
Okay.
And then I am strength 6.
So you want 5s.
5 because I'm +1 with my... Look at that.
If you're +1, then it's 4s. Because I'm toughness 11, you're strength 6, so it's 5s.
That's 6s because it's double.
No, double
Oh, it's
6
not
is what
quite-
you're
yeah, it's not
So
quite
you haven't been sleeping, dude.
Oh, I have not. I cannot even count.
So you got 3 hits, though, or 3 wounds through.
3 wounds through.
And you can reroll that because you're an elf. But you might want to save
I
that
don't
for a
want
bigger
to.
gun.
Yeah, I don't want to. So 3 at -1 for 2 damage.
-1 is -0 because I've played Armor of Contempt. And we take 1 wound down to 10.
2 damage?
Oh, the 2 we go down to 9. That's a shuriken cannon.
Yep. So now the pulse laser.
Pulse laser.
Hits you. Doesn't. And then I'm an elf. But I miss.
Okay.
So then I've got strength 9, toughness
11 is 5s.
But you're doomed, so it's 4s. Here we go. And that's going to be a command reroll.
All right, command point goes in the bucket.
One of those
Is a wound.
Is a-
And what's the AP of that weapon?
It's going to be -2 for D6.
-2 becomes -1. I want a 3. And I get it.
There's my command point in the bucket. And here's the Bright Lance.
Bright Lance. Gotta survive the Bright Lance.
Hits. Strength 12.
Toughness 11. You want a 3.
I want a 2.
2, because I'm doomed.
-3. D6 +2.
-3 becomes -2. I want a 4. And I throw that straight on the floor. That's no way to do
Hit
it.
the table.
Oh, but that's a command point in the bucket.
There's a command point.
Because I need a 4.
I don't know.
Let's do that again. I want that 5.
I wanted to.
What did I get? There's a 4. I do it.
4.
So I'm down to 1 command point, but my tank is going to live.
Uh-oh. And live well. He's got 9 wounds left.
He does.
Yeah.
And I believe the only shooting you have left is Eldred.
And then they're going to charge you for sure.
Oh, for sure.
You bet your bobbin. You bet your bottom dollar.
My bottom dollar.
I don't have a lot of colloquial metaphors. I'm going to use my mind war power.
Mind War first.
It hits. I'm strength 5, but you're doomed, so it's going to be a 5.
You can't Mind War a tank.
That's what I'm saying. It just felt silly. But what else?
Don't forget his pistol.
Shoot my shuriken pistol. That hits and doesn't wound.
You can't kill a tank with a pistol.
That's what I'm saying. And then 2d6 hits from the flamers. I drop a dice right on the floor. 2d6.
9 hits. It's going to be 5s. Strength 5, toughness 11, +1.
+1 is 5. 5 isn't great.
1, 2, 3. There's 5 of them, though.
5 of them at -1 for 1.
-1 turns into -1 because of nothing, because of Armor of Contempt. So we want 2s. I take another wound.
Down to 8.
Now that is the end of your shooting.
That is the end of my shooting.
Declare your charges, sir.
Eldrad is going to charge that tank.
I want to put a command point in the bucket, and I'm going to overwatch Eldrad and his command squad.
With the tank?
With the tank.
Yeah. Yeah, you saw that.
Because it's the blast weapon, and this might be the last time it shoots this game. I'm going to get 5 shots. That's not fantastic. I'd re-roll it, but I'm out of command points. I get 1 hit. It doesn't wound. Oh, garbage.
I was nervous there for a second.
Yeah, well.
All right, ready? Here we go. I still got a command point over there, yeah. 9 inches.
You got to go up and down,
So
but you're pretty
-2.
close. 7?
Leaves me with 7.
You're fine.
I think I'm in.
Oh, tons of room.
Bring it on. I'm not going to kill that tank.
Eldrad and the Warlocks get in on the Vindicator tank.
But it's not shooting, and it's not going. You're going to go, tank. Oh, I'm going to use my pilot move to kind of box you in.
With a mighty move, the Wizards get in on the Vindicator tank. Are there any other charges? I don't think there are, unless you want to charge over here.
I don't.
These men could avenge
I'm
their
waiting for you
shame.
to step out from behind the rock and we'll overwatch. On 5s.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, that's fine. If they can't do it with the regular shooting, they won't do it on Overwatch.
Yeah, exactly.
This unit gets to fight first.
And fight they will for their lives. Here we go. We got 4 attacks with Witchblades. They hit you 3 times and wound you 0 times. And then 3 attacks with Eldrad's Staff of Ulthamar. And I'm an elf. And I'm strength 5, so I want 5s. And I am an elf. That can't keep the dice on the table. And nothing.
Yeah, but tying the tank up is no small thing.
Yeah, I wish I had, not my command squad doing it, but...
The Vindicator tank fights back against the elves. It hits 3 times with its armored tracks. Oh wait, I'm wrong. It hits twice with its armored tracks. I've wounded you twice. At your regular save with my tank.
Scoff.
Yes.
Scoff.
Die, elf.
I have a 4-up invuln. Make one fail one.
All right, so the tank doesn't wound, and that's not so
End of
bad.
Eldar, turn 2.
All right, so I have to go into my turn 2, where my Terminators get to come in. Bottom of turn
I'm
2.
about to overwatch you right there.
The Eldar decided to overwatch before my turn had even started.
Oh.
And I'm sure it's either this squad or this squad that's
Those
going to
men
get it.
sealed their fate the second they whiffed.
So that's what's going on here. This tech squad came around the corner, and this one walked forward. This unit is battle shocked for what it's worth. This man stayed in the trees. He's going to shoot the Falcon. The Falcon is the Armor of Contempt target. The Plasma Cannon Devastator's here. They'll shoot the Falcon. Rim Shot will shoot the Falcon. This tank is totally stuck. I can't believe how well protected this guy is. Again, I've never killed him. And then my Terminators have dropped in here. They're going to shoot at the Dire Avengers in the trees, and then they're going to charge the Rangers on the bridge. But all at the moment is the Falcon. But first, Overwatch has to happen down here. Which squad is going to Overwatch? The one in the corner?
The one in the corner, yes.
And
The men who have failed their duty have a chance to redeem themselves.
I really hope that they don't, because I would like to, because this is my whole flank over here. So we have 5 Dire Avengers, it's going to be 15 dice. And in Overwatch, they hit on 5s. Oh, they do all right.
Those are some lethal hits.
2 lethal hits get through.
And I'm an elf. Not for nothing, but...
All right, those 5s are going to wound on 4s. Six wounds all day. What's the AP of that weapon?
It's going to be -1.
Minus
You are
1.
not in the cover.
I am not in the cover, and I did not say Armor of Contempt first. And I don't know if I would use it there anyway. Oh, wait, I would have. Because this is your only shooting. Whatever, I didn't say it. So I lose 2 men. You guys, Space Marines dropping like flies. But now we are into my shooting phase. We're going to start with these 3 Space Marines here. No, we're going to start over here. We are going to put, I got to look at my card because God knows about his gun now. These 2 men here shooting into the river. The men in the river will have cover because they're in the river. First, the grav gun. Hits. Wounds.
That I don't make.
We've killed one of the Dire Avengers.
One of the good Dire Avengers, too. One of the heroes. Gosh, I'm getting to put my guys, like, directly into the battle phone.
I love the battle phone for you.
Oh, I can't wait to put patches on it and stuff. I gotta order some patches.
We have a combi weapon from the sergeant.
Ooh.
He misses anyway because he's riding a stupid combi weapon. These men here are going to shoot into that squad. Here are the bolters. They've hit 3 times. 2 more wounds here.
2 more wounds here.
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 And they'll get a cover save because they're in the water.
I want, bolters aren't minus anything, though?
No.
So...
I still have the heavy bolter to go, though.
Oh, okay. Dire Avengers in the water, want a 4? Ah.
2 more. And then the heavy bolter does not get any sustained hits, but it hits 3 times. And it wounds twice at -1 for 2 damage each.
-1 becomes minus nothing.
Because you're in the water.
And make 1 fail 1. So just
She stands alone, but that's the side of the table. Coming over here. Rim shot and the tactical marine into the Oath of Moment Falcon. We're going to start with the marine, Sergeant Newman. Hits. Fails to wound. Rim shot. Oath of Moment. Misses. The plasma cannon devastators into the Falcon. They will cook the plasma.
What can I do about
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't roll low anyway. They hit every time though. And then they are power 8 or toughness, strength 8. Your defense 9.
Toughness?
I'm sorry, I've been playing 2 games.
Falcons are toughness 9.
5s. 3 wounds
3
at
is
-3 for 2 damage each.
3 is far too many.
No, it's perfect.
-3 at once. 5 of involts. Make 1 fail 2.
Take 4.
Bringing me down to 8.
All right, 8 wounds left on the Falcon. Here are my hazard checks. I lose a man. However, Chief Apothecary McIntyre will bring him back.
Get to work.
This lonely man with the last cannon into the Falcon. He hits. Oh!
That sounds good.
Oh, I need to save my command point for the reroll on the charge. Oh, you stupid Falcon. Oh, the Falcon's going to live. It's full of Banshees. That's really bad for my game.
Yeah.
I really wish I could shoot my tank at it. But my tank has a blast weapon. So shot, 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 shot. Can't shoot. I'm down to those Terminators. They're going to put all of their guns into those Dire Avengers.
I've got 1 command point, and I'm going to spend it.
On what?
On lightning fast reactions. Lords, dead gods of the Eldar, please save my please save my Rangers.
So I'm -1 to hit.
Yes.
So here are the dice for the Terminators. 4 guys got into rapid fire, 1 did not. And then the missile rack is going to get 7 more dice. Lightning fast reactions was played in the dice.
So many dice.
Was Terminators.
What are you, whirlwind Terminators?
Lightning fast reactions was played on the Dire Avengers behind the cover, and so
Rangers.
I'm shooting at the Dire Avengers.
Oh, okay.
And so, did you still want to play lightning fast reactions? So all these white dice. This is the Storm Bolters and the Hellfire Racks. We're going to hit on 4s because of lightning fast reaction, and so we don't do bad. But these 3s would have helped me. I flubbed something. Those 3s would have helped me a bunch. There's a 3. Now we're going to wound you on 3s because you use an elf. Now you can make those at +1 to your armor save because you're in cover.
Want 3s in the cover. And I still lose 4 guys.
So you just got 1 left over there?
3 guys.
I believe you.
I don't know.
3s. 3 men have lost.
4 guys. 4 guys have died.
I'll know for sure when I edit.
So just the Exarch left and 2 of my Dire Avenger squads? What?
That squad of Terminators is going to charge the Rangers on the bridge. I need a 9. I get a 9.
That's bullshit.
That's clearly a 9.
Excuse me.
So the Terminators have charged, they've made the charge, and then no one over here is charging, but those TAC Marines over in the corner are totally going to charge. And I've already been overwatched, so I just need to not roll stupid. And there we go, that 12 they want. These Marines into these Dire Avengers. Take a wound. See, that's what you needed. Just one guy, though.
They fight back, though. Or I guess you're still fighting?
But we can do it right here. Do it right here. We know what's going to happen over there.
Yeah, we do. So here's, let's see, 1 guy died. 3 guys, hit you 2 times, wound you 1 time, and then the Exarch.
Dire Avengers have
1 attack
2
so far.
Yeah.
2 wounds, or I'm sorry, no.
There's still just 1 wound, but the Exarch's still going to swing.
And then the Exarch gets the swing. He's got 2, but he'll wound you on 4s. But I'm an elf. Nope.
All right, let's make that save. And yeah. And then we're going to do the Terminators into the Rangers. They all pile in. And they hit Rangers with power fists. On 3s. And they wound Rangers, who are squishy elves, on 2s. Those are all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 9 wounds, and those are coming in at AP 2 for 2 damage each.
I want 5s. How many guys?
Looks like 7.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're gonna do 6 first, and then we'll see if anyone's left. Because
We've lost 3 so far. 4, 5, 6. Illich stands alone. But Illich will get to fight. Organized people doing organized things.
yeah, we're putting our guys away in our awesome battle phone. It's sweet.
This is the best gift ever.
Oh, dude, it's so
Particularly
cool.
for you.
Oh man, it really helps my whole life out.
You used to carry your whole army in that stupid wooden box. I wanted to... This stupid wooden box right here. Come on, Illich can kill a Terminator.
Used to.
Well,
I
not
guess
anymore.
used to now, yeah, because I...
Then you can put something else dumb in that box.
Oh man, is Illich gonna... Yeah, what am I gonna put in that box now?
Custodians.
That's originally what went in that box, was the 12 guys that were the custodians.
They're not all guys now. Some of them are girls.
Oh, sorry. Is that canon, or?
It is canon. Games Workshop announced it on Twitter.
But is it true?
Yes. So the argument about it, the reason people got bent out of shape. Well,
Oh, I don't care.
the reason people got bent out of shape is because a lot of them are, sexist trash. But I love that on the far left of Warhammer you have like the gay, furry, trans community, and on the far right you have legitimate Nazis. And I really think that we could get the right and the left of Warhammer together at the same party, we would save the world. But yeah, I don't care that they can make them girls, but doing it over Twitter, I think rubs
Doing it over Twitter?
I think it rubs some people the wrong way.
Alright, I've got 4 attacks with my Eldari power sword that hit you on 2s. And I'm an elf. And I am strength 4.
Defense 5. Probably toughest 5.
And I am an elf. There's a wound at -2 for 1 damage.
-2 is a 4. And we're good.
That's what I think about Terminators.
Well,
That's
so...
what I think about Terminators.
But I didn't wipe anything. Like, you still have a member. You have the character, the sergeant, the lone operative.
You know where I messed up, though, is now it's your turn to fight with the Vindicator tank.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that's all right.
Well, but like,
He'll wound you on 2s, and that's nice. But he's only hit you twice. But he's wounded you twice.
My Strands of Fate dice have gone, but I did have a 4, 2,
I believe
3s,
you.
and a 1 left.
Yes. You gonna spend the 4?
I am going to spend the 4, yeah.
All right, so the 4 is spent from the Strands of Fate. There are 2 3s and a 1 left.
And I'm fine.
And we're fine. And so now...
But now we're going to fight back against your tank. and hit you 3 times and wound you on, you're still doomed to 5s, nothing. And then Eldrad hits you 3 times, once, 5s. Gets 2 at minus, oh, and I'm an elf. Gets 3 at -1, I think. Eldrad's not great in close combat. -1 for 2 damage each.
We take another one. Well, it's 2. We take 2 more. Down to 6. Yeah, I really wish my tank was firing. That would be great. So the game is, we're about to go into Eldar turn 3, top of turn 3, and it's close.
It's tight, yeah.
Because this thing is full of banshees. Let's not forget that. And then the command squad is always a thing, and they can get free at a moment's notice. Particularly the banshees come over here and free them. Then I just got like a few Marines left here. And then, yes, I have the bridge here, but this guy can kill anything. These men here need to do a lot of work for you.
They have their work cut out for them, right?
We have 5 Dire Avengers versus 5 Space Marines, and you have the initiative in hand. Going into Eldar turn 3, what a good game.
Your dice, but it's
The tank is doomed on a 2.
just leave that shit there.
Your movement phase is over now.
Yes.
This vehicle didn't move. It has 8 wounds left. But the Banshees got out, and they took a big advance over here. They want to get into the Terminators, and I respect them for it. This Dire Avenger stayed in the trees.
Mostly because I forgot about him.
Move him now. You want to move him now? This Dire Avenger moved out of the trees. Is he battle shocked?
That's a good question. Let's find out.
I don't know if it's going to matter.
And totally the step that we do that in.
He's totally battle shocked. I don't think it's going to affect anything, though. Death Gesture stayed put. Illic fell back. These men stayed in, but the Exarch is coming to rescue them. And so here's hero shit. This guy's going to come in here, and he's going to rescue his boys, right? And then they're going to come take this objective off these last 2 Marines in the final turn.
And win the game.
These Banshees are going to come mop. I don't know about this. I love this, though. I love this move. I love that you made this move. This is a dope move. And then this objective can really go either way at this point. Because I respect this unit. I respect this unit. And Eldrad just fell back. He can't. Do you have a strategy where he can do stuff? Oh.
You want to read it right now?
No, I want to overwatch him.
Spend a command point on feigned retreat, and he is eligible to shoot or fall back.
Shoot or for shoot or shoot.
Or charge.
Yeah, he's got to get overwatched. And do I do it with the plasma cannons, or do I do it with the Vindicator?
Or you just don't do it at all.
No, it has to be done. It's going to be with the Vindicator is going to overwatch Eldrad. We're going to put my overwatch command point in the Coleman's mustard can. Coleman's fine mustard.
Hey, Coleman's, give us a call.
Oh, dude, I would eat a mustardy sandwich on every episode.
I'll keep saying you guys have fine mustard.
D6 plus 3. Only 5.
Scoff.
I get so spendy with those command points. I really do.
Only 5. I keep this.
Like, I could re-roll this dice, and instead of a 2, it could be a 6. And I'd throw 9 dice at you rather than 5. Or I could roll a 1. I hate the command point reroll, no. Let's get a 6 here. We get just 1.
You could kill that warlock.
Let's get a 2. There's a wound. Minus 3 for D6.
I need a 4 up in one save.
Tack, 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 tack. Oh, he lives.
Oh, I love when the dice spin like that. The tension it's palpable.
So Eldrad...
Take a little bite out of it.
Eldrad is free to hurt. And now it is Eldar shooting phase.
It is Eldar shooting phase. And we're going to start with the Death Gesture at Brother Rimshot.
Why?
I don't know.
It's rude. It's childish. It's absolutely childish.
It seems like the thing the Death Gesture would do.
I hate him. I hate him so much.
2s. And I'm going to treat this as an unmodified 6.
Of course you are. One of these days you got to bring him without the enhancement and see if he's as much of a bitch.
He'll be terrible. He'll be
Not
awful.
terrible, but he won't be.
And then I want Strength 6, Toughness 4 is 3s. And I'm an elf. So that's 4 minus 1, 2 damage each.
All right, 4 minus 1 becomes 4 at nothing, so I'm standing behind a wall. But I still lose both guys. Really, Rimshot? Really? Dude, that's just sad. I hate you. Death Jester. I really do hate the Death Jester.
Oh, he's great. And I spent a long time painting him too. I put a little freehand heart on his jacket.
I've faced
I don't
him.
have a good name for him yet, but Vince or something, you know, we'll come up with it.
He's Vincent Vega. I've spent.
Vincent Vega gets blasted though, you know. He hasn't died yet.
Yeah, but dude, I have faced him about 10 times. I haven't killed him yet. I don't think I'm killing him today. He's murdered. How many men has he killed so far? It's just he's
5,
disgusting.
10, he's at 10 so far.
Yeah, he really does need a
Killed
name.
one tac squad. He killed another half of the tac squad.
I don't remember who put the first wounds on him. That might have been him too.
It was him, yeah.
So he's killed 10 Space Marines already today.
Yeah.
So you are still shooting. The Death Jester has shot. Who wants to go next?
Let's go with the Falcon at the Vindicator.
I'm going to spend the only command point I have
Here we go.
on Armor of Contempt.
Yep. Start, but we're going to declare the Shuriken Cannon at the Terminators so that we can take advantage of the Falcon special.
The Shuriken Cannon is going to shoot the Terminators. You have to hit them or you have to wound them.
That's what I'm checking right now. Fire support. In my shooting phase, after this model is shot, select one enemy unit hit by one or more of those attacks. Until the end of the turn, each time a friendly model that disembarked from this transport this turn makes an attack that targets that enemy unit, I can reroll the wound roll.
All right, hit.
And that's why the Banshees are going after the Terminators.
Let's not
All I
both
got to
do
do is hit you. I hit you one time.
All right, I've been hit.
And I am strength 6.
Tough as 5.
That is a wound at -1 for 2 damage.
I'm in cover. I'm fine. It's fine.
It's going to be tough.
You got your Banshees going in there.
Tough to crack that nut over there, man.
They're AD3, right?
Yeah. Here we go. We want the Pulse Laser on the tank.
All right.
I have hit you 2 times, and I am an elf. I've hit you 3 times.
I am toughness 11.
Strength 9, and you're doomed. So that's going to be a 5,
Force.
but a 4. That's going to be 3 at -3 for D6. But let me check because it might be -2. There's so many guns on this boat. 3 at -2 for D6.
-2 because -1 on my 3s. Uh-oh. I'm out of command points. Do it.
2d6.
For 4.
I also am out of command points.
It takes me down to just 2 wounds, though.
Here comes the Bright Lance. I want a 3. It hits. I'm strength 12.
You're going to hit me on a 2.
I want a 2. There's a 2. It's -3 for D6 plus 2.
Armor of Contempt says 4. I'm fine. Yes.
I thought I was going to blow that take.
No, Warhammer happens now.
Is it in a bracket at least?
Um,
-1 to hit?
The card's over here. I think it diminishes.
Yeah.
Damage, 1 of 4 wounds. I'm -1 for my hit rolls.
All right, the lone Exarch up here on the hill at the Terminators.
Of course he is.
I would say they're not in the cover for
This
me.
surviving Exarch. Oh, no, they're not getting anything from him.
Hit you 3 times. No lethal hits. Strength 4, toughness 5. I want 5s. Nothing.
No, he's battle
Banshees,
shocked. He's having a
5
hard time.
pistols.
Yeah, Banshees.
I'm an elf. Want
5s.
5s. Because your toughness 5. There we go. There's 3. Shuriken pistols are -1. I think I got you down to 3s there too.
3s. I take a wound.
We did a wound to a Terminator. I've got 2 Warlocks over there who want D6 hits on your Plas guys.
Uh-huh.
That's 8.
8 hits on my Plas guys. Out of command points.
Strength 5.
Toughness 4.
3s. Oh, that's not very good.
No, the Emperor attacks.
2, 3, 4. And I'm an elf.
The Emperor attacks.
And then I rolled a 1 again. So it's going to be 4 at -1.
4s for the Emperor. Take a wound. Are they 2 damage each?
Nope.
I take a wound.
That's it.
Just 1.
Man, I was hoping those guys were going to do more.
There's only 2 of them today.
Here we go. Here's Eldrad, right? He wants to use his Mind War power, precision on McIntyre, right? I'm going to hit you on a 2.
He hits.
I am anti-character 4,
You don't.
but I am an elf. There we go. There it is. And that is anti-character 4, precision psychic, -2 for D6.
-2 is going to be 5s. I don't get it. Hit me with your D6. McIntyre is wearing the armor on Domitus. He has a 5 up here, no pain. He takes 4, though he does. He has just 4 wounds. I don't have a command point to reroll it with. McIntyre, brother. I can't believe you killed McIntyre.
Eldrad smite?
Dude,
He
that's...
smites him.
Oh, that's so punk.
He looks into his soul and he finds him lacking.
All right. You in your charge phase then?
I am. This
Oh, I
right
can't believe
here.
you killed McIntyre.
This hero. Everybody in this army needs to be a hero right now. This guy. He's in.
Wants it. He'll get to fight first.
These guys. Going back to the tank?
Tank's got 2 wounds. Plasma cannon is just men.
I could kill these men, though. Tank
Kill
has
that tank.
wounds, but then I'm standing there in front of the plasma cannons.
Or are you standing there in front of the tank?
Tank's diminished. I just want to leave.
I hit you on
Maybe I
4s,
can
I'll hit
buy-
you on 3s. It all wounds you on 2s. I have potentially 9 shots here. I have potentially 9 shots here, plus the bolter.
Jeez, man, this is tough.
It all wounds you on 2s.
Yeah, but I could kill
These are D6 damage. Those are
I
2
could kill
each.
more of these guys, probably. We're going this way. So,
7. These guys are more inclined to kill you back, though, too.
are they?
Well,
Yeah,
they'll throw more dice.
I'm cut to kill infantry though. Like all my weapons are anti-infantry too. Whereas over here I'm like I need 6s. It sucks.
I am in no position to interrupt, so you'll be very safe.
Banshees.
This is the one.
This is the fun one. This is the one everybody wants to see, right? Here we go, girls.
5, I'm sure gets you there. It doesn't get you there well.
Well, I'll get to pile in. I think everybody will get to fight. Who put all this foliage here?
I was trying to make it all look like one big island.
Gosh, it's a jungle. 5 inches does it.
I'm pleased with our table today. The gap in the middle really hasn't come into play too much.
No, the bridges have been important.
Yeah, it's been all right. This combat here, you want to start with him?
You like that one?
I do.
It's
Don't forget,
scary.
they'll get to fight last.
It's scary to me.
But this guy, if he kills a Marine, it's a big deal.
You want to just fight this one out like all at once? Like just in a row?
No, because we might get our math
'cause
wrong.
that'll matter.
Let's save it for last then, because
Yeah,
it's
that'll
clearly
matter.
important.
Yeah.
How about we do this one first? Because we kind of know what's going to happen here.
Yeah, I like Eldrad and the Warlocks. They're going to swing, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
Warlocks will get 4 attacks with their Witchblades, anti-infantry 2. I want to hit you on 3s. Everything hits.
They do really well.
Anti-infantry 2. And I am an elf. Everything wounds. You'll be at your regular save, 2 damage each, though.
3s. We live.
See, it's like I wish I could put an AP on that weapon.
If it was War Surge, you could.
It would be killer. And that's why Eldrad has one that does have an AP.
All right, hit me, Eldrad.
He wants 2s.
Eldrad hits 3 times.
I am anti-infantry 2.
Eldrad wounds 3 times. Tell me about your AP.
-1 for 2 damage each.
Space Marines say 4s. We lose a Marine. And I'm sorry to
And he's
say,
not coming back either because there's
It's
no
gotta be the
Rob
sergeant.
McIntyre.
yeah, dude, not having McIntyre hurts. I hate Eldrad. So this is how this works out. We're stuck in here, but we still have 3 plasma cannons that will not be able to fire as long as they're stuck in. Banshee's next.
Banshee's next. Here we go, right?
This is a big deal here. Kill 3 Terminators, you save your game. Whiff right now? If you whiff here, they're going to mollywop those girls.
Yeah, they are.
Like, it's going to be gross.
1, 2, 3. Here's just the girls.
Just the girls on the
Not
Terminators.
The XR.
Not the Exarch, just the girls.
I want 3s. That's not very good, honeys. Like, that's actually just terrible.
So, cut them a little slack. It's scary over there on the bridge. The bridge is a scary place.
I'm not.
There you go.
And then I want.
Toughness 5.
But I'm re-rolling the wound because of my fire support. So I want 5s.
And then 5s.
3 at -3.
3 at -3 takes me down to 5s. The Emperor protects.
And
He
then
sits
the
on the throne of
Exarch.
terror and he guides me. He guides me to victory for the might of the Imperium.
And then the Exarch says 3s. And then she says 4s. Reroll.
That was so scary because I talked a bunch of junk for a second.
Oh my goodness.
And that's
girls.
usually when it goes bad for
Not
me.
a single wound.
Yeah, that
That was rough.
was really rough.
You girls are in rough shape over here now. So I might not be able to save you anymore.
So we still have one more charger on the board, and it's this man here.
Like, I left the Death Gesture kind of in the mid-ground there so that he could come back you up a little bit, but you might be beyond hope.
The Deathcaster is about to put your whole army on his back,
Well, he's going to have to. Because
just like this Exarch. Mathematically, he can kill 2 Marines right now because one is down to a wound. If he kills 2 Marines right now, he changes the course of this flank.
You ready?
Yes.
I want 3s.
He hits twice.
I'm an elf.
He hits 3 times.
I am strength 4.
I'm toughness 4. He puts 2 wounds
Those are
down.
devastating wounds.
1 wound goes through.
Dire sword.
And the other one can be saved on
-2.
on a 5. So 1 wound goes through.
And I'm an elf.
So there's 2 devastating wounds.
Yes.
So 1 wound goes through, kills this guy, saved the other one, and then here's the next one that you're an elf. And
No, it's devastating as well. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 2 devastating and 1 regular.
so I saved 2 of them though. So you killed the guy with the wound though, and that dice passes over. Correct? Because it's 4, and that's the 3. There's the save.
Yeah.
There's the fail. There's the fail. Guy dies. Dice passes over. But now it's all my fight backs.
Yeah.
I have just 2 guys here into the larger squad.
Oh.
3 wounds on your regular Dire Avengers.
What, 4s?
Just 2. Let's not forget he's off the field. So, before we move on, we have 2 Dire Avengers and 1 Dire Avenger versus 2 Space Marines, and these 2 Space Marines coming back. Now, over here, I have 3 Devastators into the Wizards.
Well, I get to pick these 2 Dire Avengers next, though.
Oh, I'm done fighting down here. Yeah, go ahead, do it.
I mean, but I don't really have any.
No, it's fine. This is the order we should have gone in.
So the regular guy who's not an Exarch hits 2 times, wants 5s, wounds once. And then the Exarch with his Dire Sword hits, but I'm an elf. Hits 2 times, wants 4s. And I'm an elf. So there's 1 wound and a regular save.
The Dire Sword's my regular save?
No. The regular guy wounded you.
Oh.
The Dire Sword whiffed.
Boy, he kills me.
Yeah. Kills the
Look at that. All right. It's a fair fight down in the corner, 3-on-3. These guys are a little out of position. Also, I've killed you out of combat here. He will be able to walk because I'm locked in here. I can't do anything about that. Over here, I have 3 Plasma Cannon Devastators in your command squad.
Oh.
No, this is the time for Space Marines to shine.
Wow, they are pretty likely to kill me back, huh?
All right, regular saves. 5 regular saves. No, 6 regular saves.
Here we go. I want 4 up in bonds. I lose both warlocks.
Eldrad.
Eldrad is down there by himself.
It's where he wants to be, though. All right, finally, I got a pylon over here. Banshees versus Terminators. The Banshees might just be a distraction right now. We don't know what they were actually planning. But the Terminators swing back with Power Fists. And they hit on 3s. And then they wound on 2s.
Ouch.
No, that wasn't bad at all. You put 5 wounds in. And those are at AP2 for 2 damage each.
This is the post-combat phase. So
Yeah.
I have a 4 up in bomb. And I make all but 1.
Ooh, that's super interesting, isn't it? So 1 Banshee dies in this combat, and that surprises me.
And they fight first.
And they will fight first in their turn. And that is the end of, that was your turn 3. We go into my turn 3 now.
The bottom of turn 3.
Gnarly, where I have...
Yeah, how you feeling? You want a command point?
Yeah, I do want a command point. Let's recap, though. I don't know.
I have First Blood, Slay the Warlord.
I don't have either of those. I have these men are about to come get an objective. I have this one guy stuck in here with 3 Dire Avengers.
That's kind of what I was thinking, is that you have all the objectives.
But I'm really low on resources. I have 3 men here stuck in with Eldrad, and my Apothecary's dead. My tank's on 2 wounds, and I have a very strong Terminator unit. But they're stuck in with
And they're
Banshees.
slow as shit. I mean, they're just so slow.
They're so darn slow.
They're so gosh darn slow.
You're pretty thin too, but your units are Eldrad, the Death Jester, the Falcon.
I'm just gonna run away. and kill that Vindicator tank. Hope that this pans out for me and abandon this objectively.
Well, first I got to do my
Is that
turn.
elfy enough for you? Running away?
Sounds very elfy.
Running away to win the game?
Guys, on the street, there's all this stuff going on the table, and the combat I'm most concerned about is this. I need this objective.
I really like this mission.
Because it's everywhere. The board's so spread out.
I like being elves in this mission, though. I don't know if I would like being the defender.
It's been hard. It's been really hard. But it's cool. I'm still having a great time. And also, I like that it's still anybody's game. But I got to move. I'm going to be in the assault doctrine so I can advance and shoot. I am going to declare that I can advance and shoot the assault doctrine. I roll the 5 here. These men are coming up this way. But then I'm going to spend a command point to be in the tactical doctrine so these men can fall back and shoot. All right. Everybody can advance and shoot, but I only did it here. For a command point, they get to fall back and shoot, and they're doing it here. And then Oath of Moment is on the tank.
Ooh.
And that's how everything is going. Space Marines. We're going to start with the Vindicator on the Falcon Grav tank.
-1 to hit.
Because of my damage.
Yeah.
So, it's going to get 9 shots.
That's kind of a lot.
It's the maximum. 4. Oath of Moment. Threes. There's 3 wounds. I'm out of command points. Can't do anything about it. And those are at -3 for D6 each.
I say 1.
Die. 6 wounds. You still got 2 left. Darn it. I'm out of command points too.
So now my tank has 2 wounds, and your tank has 2 wounds.
The plasma cannon devastators into Eldred. They're overcooking their guns.
That is ridiculous. I'm spending my command point.
On.
And,
What you gonna do, Eldred? Tell me about Eldred.
is he going to be lightning fast?
I'd hit you on 4s and not 3s.
What's the matter? I'd like Eldred to live.
Lightning fast reaction played on Eldred. I'm gonna throw 7 dice. And because he's lightning and fast, I hit on 4s. So it saved you 2 hits. I wound you on 2s, and those are at -3 for 2 damage each.
I want a handful of 4-up involved saves right now.
Oh, you take just 2 wounds.
Just 2 wounds, bringing me down to 3.
Hazard checks. I'm fine.
Ooh.
Eldred is super cool. Lonely Las Cannon into the Falcon.
What?
He hits. He wounds -3 for D6.
I'll take it.
Come on. 2. That's enough.
Does he blow up?
Does he blow up? He does not blow up. The Falcon Grav tank is wrecked. Eldred and the Death Chest are working on this objective. 3 Dire Avengers working on this one. And 1 Ranger and the Banshee's working on that one. It's epic around here. So shot, shot, shot. Over here. This man has a bolt pistol. Into combat. He hits. He wounds.
I have a 4-up save. So that I'm in.
These men here.
Don't kill my...
Into the X-Arc. We're going to start with the Grav gun. Hits just once. Wounds at -1 for 2 damage.
5 up involved. I take a wound, get 1 left.
It's 2 damage for its Grav gun.
Oh, he's just dead then.
Don't they have 3 wounds?
No,
That's last edition.
2 wounds.
All right, and then the other guy can't shoot then because I can't shoot into combat. Terminators don't have pistols. That is all of my shooting. I have to charge. I can't charge here because I can fall back and shoot. He's got no one to charge. They're already stuck in. These guys here.
Long bomb.
Long bomb. Let's see if these guys can come save their brother.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
Yes. For the Emperor.
Well, I guess we gotta win that other flank then.
Yeah, all right. So, but we're in the fight first steps. But Banshees fight first no matter what. And so these guys got to wait a second, and we got to see these girls dig themselves out of 5 Terminators.
It's gonna be tough.
You can do it.
So we're still in turn 3.
We're still in turn 3.
Getting there real quick. But then after this turn, and then because the Falcons exploded, I'm guessing that doesn't apply anymore.
Well, they wouldn't have disembarked from it, but that rule on the Falcon is really money. Because aside from just being a gunboat,
Yeah, are they still getting it right now? The Falcon is exploding.
does it last for your turn or the game turn? It doesn't matter that it exploded if they got it.
Until the end of the turn.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, okay.
So because these Banshees got out of the Falcon after it shot the Terminator's last turn, they still get to re-roll their
It
wounds.
was at the top of the turn, but it's still.
I don't remember when it happened, but it was this turn.
Yeah.
So it applies.
Yeah, it was the top of the turn 3, and now it's the bottom of turn 3.
So 3 Banshees and the Exarch versus 5 Terminators.
So on 3s.
They do really well.
That was so much better, girls.
Oh my god, I'm scared.
But now we want 5s.
5's re-rolling. Not terrible. Excellent.
4, 8, 10 at -3.
You can't
That's
ask
better, girls.
for more than that.
Good work. You know why the Banshees are awesome?
Because of that.
Because they're girls.
Just like Custodes. These are saves. We lose 1. We lose 2 Terminators.
So you got one guy with 2 wounds down here already?
Oh, and one guy has 2 wounds left to go.
No, that was just the girl.
That was just the girls. That's
That was just
amazing.
the girls. Here's the Exarch. She is an elf. And hits you 4 times. Strength 5 once. 4s. Re-rolling. And that's at minus beta. -2 for 2.
-2. That's not better. The other ones are -3.
Oh, well.
-2 is 4s. For 2 damage each.
Yeah.
All right, we got to figure that out. So that kills the next guy. That kills the next guy, and that kills the next guy. I'm down to 1 Terminator down there. How you like that, Banshees?
Let's go, girls.
So, we're going to get rid of the missile rack because we're going to keep the Sergeant for what it's worth, thematic purposes. What just happened here is all you ever really want out of Warhammer. Tell me how you feel about that.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. The Banshees have
Banshees.
produced. Now, I have swings to make.
Way to go, Banshees.
We're going to start with my Terminator down here, who is alone.
Like, it was getting dark there.
Oh, he whiffs. He whiffs. He's
overwhelmed.
scared.
He's like, ah!
I can't see with all the blood on my eyes. All right, down here, I got my 2 men.
Brothers.
My 2 men who have charged in. They
Oh,
want
yeah, this is scary, too.
3s. And then 3s. Take 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. And then my guy stuck in will have to fight
Gonna
you.
be 4s. Oh, still fine.
All right, but you fight next because you choose.
And now I want a regular guy with combat weapons. Hits you 2 times.
Are they going to the guy you were stuck in with or the guy that just crashed in there?
The guy that we, because he hasn't fought yet.
Yes,
right?
he hasn't fought
Yeah,
yet.
the guy who's
All right.
second. And then we want 5. And then the Exarch has a dire sword. Because he's got a little knife in his hand, right? That's the guy with the little knife in his hand?
Yes. An adorable little knife in his hand.
Yeah, the guy with the little knife in his hand, we're calling a dire sword, which gives him 3 attacks, strength 4, -2, devastating wounds. So we want to hit you 2 times, but I'm an elf. 3 times. And then we want to wound you on 3s, or on 4s.
What is that dice, though? There's the wound.
And I'm an elf on the wound. And then that's at -2 for 1 damage.
For 1 damage, I take the wound.
That was way more complicated.
Still, that's how that happened. And
That's my bad.
that's the end of my turn 3, and what a big turn it is. So, this is ongoing and more epic than it has any right to be. This was epic. That's amazing. Let's not forget this man hiding in the trees. Death Jester's still pristine. This is probably not going to go well for Eldrad or for these Devastators. And I still have the Vindicator tank just barely holding on. Now we're going into turn 4 of a possible 7. There's going to be nobody left.
Oh, there's going to be nobody left. It's been a bloodbath.
We're going into turn 4, Eldar turn 4. We're each getting a command point. So here's what's happened. These Dire Avengers spent a command point and fell back. The Banshees own the bridge. Illic has come back over. This Dire Avenger's come back over. That Terminator's all alone. This flank is the Death Jester and Eldrad, and it's awesome. And it's so awesome that I feel really guilty putting this command point in the bucket and saying Overwatch.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god, cook them. You won't. You won't cook them. Who you overwatching? I think I'm
It's
12 here.
No, I'm overwatching Eldrad.
Oh yeah. Right.
It's such a hard choice because it's potentially the same amount of shots. It's D6 plus 3 or 3 D3. And then all wounds on 2s, but this is D6 to wound. These are 2 each. I guess we're going to Overwatch with the Vindicator tank into Eldrad. For 7 shots.
Oh, I never doomed him. I'm sorry. That happens at the end of my movement. And I meant to roll that, but...
What is that?
You needed 2. There you go.
Alright. Eldrad has doomed the tank.
And his dying breath.
Well, first he needs to get 6. I don't get any. Eldrad's fine.
Huh.
Eldrad's just fine. And now... Oh, that's going to seal my fate too, isn't it? That's a shame. That's a damn shame.
Shooting time text.
Shooting time text. Who's starting?
The Death Jester.
Who's he shooting at?
The Plasma Cannon Devastators.
Of course he is.
Ah!
Oh, I'm sorry. You don't get 9 hits this time. You only get 4.
And then I'm gonna...
Oh, there it is. 5. Death Jester. Gonna wound on 3s. This looks like 4 wounds to me.
So there's 2 devastating, -1 for 2 damage each.
Uh-huh.
2 are devastating.
2 are devastating. So they just go through.
So there's 4 all there, but 2 are devastating.
2 are devastating. And then the other 2 are -1, you say?
Yes.
But they're 2 damage each. The Plas Cannon Devastators are now gone. So,
13 Space Marines.
contesting this objective is a tank with 2 wounds, a wizard, and this bitch.
Eldrad's gonna shoot at that tank.
Of course he is.
Yeah, there's only 2 wounds left. We can do it. Here's the pistol. It hits.
Fails to wound.
It does not wound, but I have a
You're an elf.
elf. Strength 4 and you're doomed. That's a wound. At -1.
That's so funny. We save it.
And then my Mind War power doesn't...
That's fine.
it hits. Strength 5 is a wound. At -1.
We're still fine.
Would you be less fine if you were -2?
I would.
Oh,
Is it -2? Is mine more -2?
I read the wrong one.
Oh, so it goes through. I can't do anything about it.
D6 on a tank. This feels wrong.
No,
That
it's
feels
fine.
wrong.
Does
I
the
hate
tank
that.
explode? The tank does not explode. My flank has collapsed.
Man, I hate that.
Tell me about this over here now.
4 pistol shots.
4 pistol shots into the Terminator.
Hit you 3 times. Or 5s. None.
And now we're in the charge phase. Do you have anybody to charge?
Oh, these guys have to shoot.
Oh, these guys have to shoot. We forgot about them. Who are they shooting at? There's 2 units down here.
Oh, they're going to shoot at the bigger unit, right?
Okay.
Here's the just regular guy.
Mm-hmm.
Is an elf. Those are 2 lethal hits. And then the Exarch wants 4s. Gosh, why was that so hard? Oh no. There we go. 3 wounds.
Are these AP1 -1? 4s. So I take a wound on the grav gun.
Man, I thought we were doing really well there for a second. Now
And
we're going to charge.
who's going to charge?
Those guys are charging.
Can they fall back? Can they charge after they play the stratagem to fall back and shoot?
Your unit is eligible to shoot and declare a charge this turn, even though I fell back.
These brave men. Are you going to charge both units or just one?
Just the big unit.
All right.
We're in.
On a 4, they make it in. This fight has been great. And then how about over here? What about Illic?
Charging.
Illic is in on a
Is
5.
it?
What about that blue Exarch?
He can't get it. There's no space for him.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. And then there's nothing to charge over here. This is yours. This is victory cigar time. So Banshees fight first always.
Yeah.
So we still have 3 Banshees and an Exarch on the one and only Terminator Sergeant. These are the girls. And now they wound on 5s, but they're not re-rolling. 2 wounds?
Yep, mine's 3.
-3 is 5s. I take 1 wound on the sergeant. He's got 2 left.
And then the exarch.
Uh-oh.
Is an elf. Hits you once, 4 at -2 for 2 damage.
-2 is a 4. Oh, but it kills him because it's 2 damage and he took a wound. Could you pull my Terminator off the board there? So you've won because the only thing I have left is this las cannon who's not going to get there in time. And it's worth going on because I want to see how this ends. But you've got most of the board. So you charged here as well.
Yeah, I've got the close combat weapon guy. Whiffs. And then the exarch hits twice, and he's an elf. Wants 4. There's 2 wounds at -2.
2 wounds and -2 kills a guy. Actually, it kills a guy and it passes the wound on. And then he fights back. He hits once. And he wounds.
I got a 4.
We have an exarch standing alone down here.
Again, that's been a familiar story today.
So we are at the, that was your turn 4.
Yeah, banshees are heroes.
We go into my turn 4. I have 3 models left on the board. I have this laser cannon in the woods. I have these 2 men here, but this is worth finishing.
I agree.
I accept that you have won the day. I'm winning this fight here, the important
This
one.
objective is yours? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so we're going to. We've accepted that the elves are going to win the day, but we like this combat. So he fell back. He stayed close for the charge, and then the last cannon can see Eldrad through the trees.
We want 5 because we are 9. And he hits you 2 times.
Hit me 2 times. This is Overwatch
I'm
from.
gonna hit you 3 times.
All right.
And then I want to wound you on 4s. And I am an elf. There's 2 wounds at -1.
Force. I'm gonna spend the command point I got in my turn. Oh, I still die. That's a shame. All right, I have 2 models left in the game. Shooting here to here.
Uh-oh.
And the las cannon that can't see this man through the rock. He's got to shoot at Eldrad. Eldrad's my Oath of Moment target. So we hit Eldrad. We don't need the Oath of Moment. And then there's a wound on Eldrad, -3 for D6.
He's got a 4 up in roll.
You don't have any command points.
I know.
Oh, he lives. He lives on 1 wound. And that is, and now I'm going to charge this. I shouldn't have shot at you anyway. He fell back. It was wrong of me to shoot at you. That's why he rolled the snake eyes. He fell back. He can't shoot, and he cannot charge right now. So we go into Eldar turn 5. I have 2 models on the board. What do you want to do? You can call the game right now if you want to.
Oh, no, the rest of that doesn't matter to me. But this guy is going to kill that guy, and I'm taking this objective too.
Is this the same guy that was in the river and came over here to save them?
No, he's dead.
Well,
This is the sergeant of the original squad who whiffed.
so
He has led his men.
Sergeant, the hero sergeant came over here. They all need names. The Dire Avenger sergeants are great.
They're all great.
Are you going to move forward?
We're going to have to.
Brave.
Right? Here we go.
He's 3 times.
That's a lethal hit. We want 4s. Those are at -1.
Space Marines. I die. Do you have any gun to hit him with? Can Illic see him?
Can Illic see him? Come on, here we go. Where's that laser pointer?
The black one's right here. Let's find out together. Yes, Illic can see him. Is Illic in range?
36.
36 is a long way. Illic is not in range.
I'm on the other side of the bridge.
And so that is the end of my turn 4. We now go into Eldar turn 5. Do you want to keep going and see what you end up scoring?
I mean, I'm just going to move him on.
So there's 3 points. There's 3 points. This guy might not get there in a turn, but if it goes to 6, he'll get there.
I'm moving in advance. -2 through the water. Gives him 11. He's dead.
Rimshot.
No, Rimshot is dead.
No, I'm sorry. You're right. Rimshot is dead. All right. So we go into my turn 5.
Don't just assign Rimshot to arbitrary last cannon, guys.
I don't know if I can still see Eldrad. Eldrad, can I still see you? I can still see Eldrad. Eldrad is my oath of moment target with my last model on the board.
Don't kill Eldrad.
I've hit Eldrad.
Ah.
I've wounded Eldrad.
I'm gonna 4-up.
Eldrad takes D6.
Is dead.
Eldrad is dead. So that is my turn 5. Does the game go on to a turn 6? It does. But I have one model left. You have this, you have that. And can you advance over onto this objective? Can you get there?
He goes 8, and then he goes
10 will probably do it.
-1 down the hill.
You don't have to, you can go around this way. Get within 3.
10 puts me. Which is within 3.
So, we want to call it there?
Sure.
So we're going to call it there, which means that the Eldar have scored 3, 6, 9, plus 1 for First Blood, plus 1 for Warlord. That's 11 points to the Eldar. There are 0 points for the Space Marines.
Slay the Warlord.
Oh yeah, I have a point. All right, so the real winner of the day is your army, because look at, they're safe.
Yeah.
They get to ride home safely and not have chipped
Did
paint
not
and
do that.
broken knives and broken spears.
This is awesome.
The game was fantastic. The Altar of War mission was great. I hate his guts. I hate him so much. But he's not your unit of the game. The unit of the game is the Banshees.
Yeah.
I felt on top of things until they wiped my Terminators. And that was an amazing dice roll. You hit them almost every time.
It was crazy.
It was crazy. I was into today. I'm so glad you came over to play.
Yeah, I'm glad that I had the time.
This guy needs a name. He's dope. But yeah, I'm going to turn the phone off. I'm going to drink my coffee. I'm going to find my pipe. Oh, I get to put Warhammer on the internet today. That's my favorite thing, too. All right. I love everybody. Goodbye.